gang. It's Danny and Shad, reunited once again here, Bronco Planet. The drubbing's over, Shad. It's week 2 of the playoffs. We had high expectations. I did, you did, all of you out there did. And good Lord, it did not pan out the way we thought it was going to.
Not at all. You know what? I'd go in there with high expectations. That's a little bit of a... I mean, yeah, let's be honest. I mean, we knew this week was going to be a challenge. We knew that the Tom Brady's going to be tough. And frankly, you know, the Broncos have just not done very well against the great offensive teams. They played 3 top 5 offensive teams. Green Bay, that didn't work out so well. So Detroit didn't work out so well. And now they've played New England twice. And I think they've been outscored in those games 180-66, if I did my math right. So it's just, you know, the irony is the Broncos got a lot better in defense this year. They went from 32nd to 20th in the NFL, but yet when you play a tough offensive team, the Broncos had no answers, and it was a beatdown is what it was.
Well, it was, and let's be honest, folks. You go from a 1-4 team, and we're talking about getting in the Andrew Luck sweepstakes, to the second. You know, we're one game away from playing in the AFC Championship game. I didn't see that coming. I mean, that was the magic bullet. You know, if you want to go from conspiracy theories.
Absolutely.
Nobody saw that coming. I was one of them.
In Tim Tebow's words, that was a blessing, folks, and we all enjoyed that blessing.
Boy, if I had a nickel, Chad.
But you know what? You and I were talking on our way over to CB Potts, which you, by the way, put on a great show tonight, and that place was packed. Great food. You know, we're going to go ahead and get some fans there, but we're driving down there, and we're sitting here. There's 8 teams playing still. You know, we're 8 teams left in the NFL, and there are our Broncos there. They go out the same week as the Saints go out. So, you know what? We got to say thank you to the great Bronco fans. What a fun ride. We're going to get into that. But, you know, the evening started. Let's kind of rewind a little bit.
Okay. The evening started out great. Expectations high. We're going to a great place like CB Potts. Electric, Shad. That's kind of the feeling that I got. Well, I tell you what, let's just we'll roll tape down there. This is pregame, and then we'll kind of go moving on from there. But,
if we could just go back. Let's do it.
And stay there. All right, guys, we're here. Shane, Bailey, Bronco experts, just like all of us. We're down here at CB Potts. Guys, everybody wants to know your thoughts on the Bronco victory today. What do they got to do?
Not turn the ball over and run it down their throats.
Run it down their throats, control the clock, you think, a little bit? Yep. Keep Brady off the field. Brady Gaga, as I like to call him.
Mash him in his mouth, make him cry a little bit, and they'll do well.
Absolutely. And you? What do you think?
I think they got to come right out of the gate and let Tebow throw. I think they're expecting the run out of the gate. Use the run, but let's see what happens.
So what do you think is more important at this point, the offense with Tebow scoring or the defense trying to contain Tom Brady?
I think we got to score right out of the gate, and then I think we have to contain Brady, but we can't turn the ball over.
Now, we know that CB Potts got great food. What is your favorite dish here?
My favorite are burgers. Our burgers are awesome. Our people are awesome. Beer's the best. Come in, join us. It's awesome. It's a great time.
All right, well, I want you to keep an eye on Danny tonight. He's got a drinking issue.
Right.
So keep an eye on him. Everybody else should be good.
Great.
Thank you. Great service. Great food.
Becky, how are things going?
Good, good.
And how do you see this hockey game playing out?
Hockey game?
Exactly. You passed the first test.
Good.
So we got a Bronco game happening here.
I know.
This place is absolutely crazy. There's a bartender behind us. Thank you, young lady. Now that is what you call timing in the business. So how do you see this game playing out? My God, what was in that?
Broncos are totally going to win. Totally going to win.
Do you have a prediction for the game, score-wise?
I'm thinking maybe 40-something, whatever this is. 42 to...
You're doing math, aren't
7,
you?
yeah.
Okay, 42-7. You heard it right here.
What do the Broncos have to do tonight to be successful?
They got to get a rush on Brady, and they got to let Tim Tebow be Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. And what do you like about Tim Tebow? What gets you excited about this quarterback?
I'll tell you what, he may not have the skills of an Elway, but he certainly got the heart of one.
Your favorite Bronco?
Von Miller.
Von Miller. What do you like about Von Miller?
Well, he went to Texas A&M, and that's where my dad went to grad school. And I just also love his attitude, and yeah.
The one thing about Bronco Planet is that we always like to spread the love out here. I've known you for what, 20 seconds?
20 seconds.
Awesome. And with that said, we're all about the bling bling and the swag. We're going to give you a very nice Tim Tebow deal from Bill's Sporting Goods.
certificate of authenticity. I'm sure it's worth more money than what I got in my pocket, at least right at this moment. So, what do you think?
That's awesome. Thank you.
What players do you like need to succeed tonight?
I like Tebow. This is the first Bronco game in my life that I am cheering for the Broncos because of Tebow.
Well, why do you like Tebow so much?
He's a good guy. He's cute. He plays hard. I like him.
Well, that kind of describes me in a lot of ways if you think about it.
Fair enough.
Are you rooting for me tonight too?
Absolutely.
All right, that's what I want to hear. All right. Well, what's your prediction on the Broncos tonight?
Oh, they're going to win.
They're going to win?
Yes, they're going to win.
All right. Well, right now I know Brian Sanders' kid goes to the same school as yours. So next year, I want you delivering Brian Sanders here. You don't get the invite.
Okay,
you're out.
no problem.
Guys, I mean, you've been pre-funking all day. That's quite obvious, as we are here at Bronco Planet. What do you have? What do you think? How's this game going to play out?
It's pretty basic. The Broncos are going to win.
Okay.
I mean,
I think Jesus is on our side, and so we're totally going to win this game.
yes.
Go Tebow.
Oh, awesome!
Tebow in there.
Awesomeness generally gets rewarded here at Bronco Planet. So we got a couple of things here, a couple of, or as we like to call, shirts that don't fit us. We got this. Show the camera. What do we get? I have no idea what we gave them. Chad, you? Who is this courtesy of? Your wife's pocketbook? Probably. Oh. Looks like you got the short end of the stick, but we still love you guys having here. More coming from CB Potts.
Well, Shad, that's why they call it expectations. And at halftime, it's 35-7. Not so good.
Yeah, not so good. A quick turnaround. You know what, the Broncos, we've said it. We go back and look at the tape of the New England shows that we've done in the past. The one thing that the Broncos have struggled on all year long is covering the tight ends.
Boom.
And you go against probably the best tight ends combination in the NFL. And next thing you know, there's 14 receptions, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, and everybody's like, check, please, and we're ready to leave.
And believe us, we're at halftime and we're hearing check, please, we want to leave. You know something? We're going down there to do a show. We want to stretch this party out. So we decided to start giving away some more swag to hopefully keep people.
Hey,
there
we're going to give stuff away. We're still in it, people. We didn't give up on you. And here's what they had to say at halftime. What's going on? What do the Broncos need to do different besides play defense?
I think that at the second half, I think we have possibilities. We need 4 touchdowns in order to even tie, but I believe and I think it can happen, so just got to pray.
All right, Tanya, because you believe so much and we're going to be good sports here at Bronco Planet, we have a little present for you. You can see a huge Tim Tebow poster, and we're going to need all that praying you guys got out there. All right, Tanya, all yours, buddy. Tebow in the second half.
Tebow!
It's me and Linda. Linda, what do we got to do to make this second half happen?
Pray.
Pray? So we're looking at a collective Tebow of 500 people. Is that what you're thinking?
I think so. I think we've got a long. Oh, I mean, this is sad.
Oh my goodness, this is bad. So how long you been a Bronco fan, sweetheart?
Since 1967.
1967. That was a hell of a year. I was born that year. And that was the year actually the Broncos came to be. Or was it 66? 68?
Eric
65?
Crabtree used to play back then.
You know something? That's a trivia question even the best minds in football could never answer. And because of that, we're all about the swag here at Bronco Planet, right? This is a Hall of Fame plaque. Floyd Little, John Elway, Shannon Sharp, Gary Zimmerman, all Broncos that have ever gone to the Hall of Fame in a plaque for the Hall of Fame Bronco fan right here. Whoa, we just had a basketball go bouncing by. This place is chaos. And it's CB Potts. This is Linda. She's the big winner of the swag at halftime. We still got 2 more quarters to go, Linda. I'm going to say a prayer with you and go. And hopefully the big man upstairs heard that.
So what do you think the Broncos got to do to turn this thing around?
I think they need to open it up. Let Tebow go, just like they did in the last game. He seems very timid. They seem very conservative on their play call. And they need to just get rid of the option play. Do not run that play again.
Yeah, I don't think Brady's been touched yet on the defensive side. And where's the long passes?
Exactly. They need to definitely open up on offense, and they need to maybe do some more blitzing on Brady or kind of switch things up a little bit. So they just look like the Patriots are taking it to them, which they are.
They are. All right, because you're so insightful as a Bronco fan, we got an old school mini helmet for you.
Thank you.
Oh, Well, Demaryius Thomas, big touchdown catch against the Steelers.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good one.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
It's all about the swag at Bronco Planet. It's playoffs round 2. We're here with Cleveland. One of the big Bronco fans. She drove Breckenridge all the way down here. All the way down here to CB Potts just to join us. Join all these great Bronco fans. Now let's talk about your necklace here. We've got GB2. Let's explain that.
Okay, GB2, Tebow signs every autograph. It means God bless and go Broncos. So it's GB squared, not GB2. It's GB squared.
You know, when I began to do this interview, I had no idea there was going to be hard math, but it makes sense. And with that, because again, we are about the swag. How about this? I don't even know what we're getting. We've got a prize locker so deep, I just reach in and grab. I don't even know what it is. It's a John Elway jersey. All right. What do you think?
Oh my God, I love it. My daughter wants this, but in blue. But honey, eat your heart out. Mama's got it.
Well, if there's one thing I think we really learned tonight, Shad, is that it doesn't matter how much crap we give away. The final score was still 45-10. Honestly, the feel after the game, sure, there was a couple of early exits. You got to expect that. But honestly, the overall feel of the game was kind of like what we're talking about. People were actually kind of just, it's been a good year. You stack up all the stuff that we've gone through. You talk about no OTAs and the holdout and the lockout, and then the Kyle Orton drama and the Tim Tebow drama and blah 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 blah. We're 1-4, and then the whole big argument of Andrew Luck and that whole deal. And I think it kind of just hit people between the eyes. It hit me between us, like, wow, here we are, second round of the playoffs. We just got our butts handed to us. Am I okay with it? No. Am I pissed off? Probably not as much as I should be.
Yeah, no, I think everybody got a little fired up in the beginning. Yeah, people were disappointed. Yeah. You see that, get behind right away. And you know what that means. These Bronco fans are smart. They're like, hey, this is Tom Brady we're going against. This is not going to be good news. But, I'd say it kind of sum it up. It reminds me of when we were freshmen and we're sneaking into the prom, right? We're sneaking in and we're having a great time. We're running around. And then we look around and somebody's like, hey, you guys really don't belong here. It's time to get out. Yeah. And that's not to say, don't get mad, diehard Bronco fans, that the Broncos didn't deserve to be there. But at the end of the day, you start looking at teams, that are there that, you could possibly win the Super Bowl. And you saw with Tom Brady, you're just not there. And honestly, it was fun.
We'll give you a little tough love. Do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers could have given the New England Patriots a better game tonight?
Probably.
I think they do.
Yeah, I think they line up better. Once again, coming back to, our big weak spot has been our defensive backs.
Right.
Not Champ Bailey, but we're talking Goodman's been toasted 1,000 times.
Well,
we got young
injuries.
safeties, and Dawkins is hurt. So it's just not gonna work out well for the Broncos. But you know what? Who did put on a show today? And this is what, I've been a big Tebow supporter. You guys know that. I love Tim Tebow and the excitement. But it does still concern you when you watch that game. You see someone like Tom Brady, who's as polished as they come, take 2 steps back, 3 steps back. He's seen 2 or 3 options. He's called the great audible before he even got up there, delivering the ball on the money spiral. And then you see what Timmy brings, and there's a big gap there now. He's, Tom Brady's the best in the league. Right. Tim, arguably a rookie, didn't play much last year. But the way that ball goes out, that's still a concern after a whole season. So I think some of the anti-Tebow people got their part this year. There was some I told you so, look at that game. And then there was certainly a lot of rub it in your face. Tim Tebow does great things and just a miraculous season. I like Tebow because he's exciting. He's a class act. You're always in it. Unless you're playing Tom Brady.
Yeah, unless it was tonight.
But for the most part, that's exciting. Gotcha. And if there was anything that really pointed to this game was really, hey, it's time we got to focus on our defense again.
Right.
Yes, you've improved, but you look at those defensive backs, you look at some of the tackling. David Bruton, it's been a long time since I've seen a defensive back have a game that bad. And Andre Goodman, a rough season. So some big holes in that Bronco defense that I think need more attention. We'll get to that. But first, Tom Brady had a record-setting day today. And it's kind of been that year of the quarterbacks.
And honestly, it's recent memory. The Dan Marino record has stood for 20-plus years. And then all of a sudden here in 2011/2012, we got 3 guys passing over 5,000 yards, which is just absolutely incredible. Drew Brees was just out of his mind this year. Our own Chris decided to take a peek at the year of the quarterback.
Shad, Danny, good to be back with you again this week. All the fellow peeps out there in Bronco Planet land. Listen, if you ever were questioning whether or not ESPN is the actual greatest invention during our lifetimes, at the beginning of the season, they deemed this year as the year of the quarterback. And guys, Shad, Danny, if you look at the NFL this year, is there any question that every big storyline revolves around that position? I mean, other than the Packers' pursuit of perfection until week 15, absolutely everything revolved around that position. Obviously, we know right here in our own backyard what the story has been with Tebow. Thank you. But that aside, every big storyline focuses around that quarterback position. The biggest story probably is about a guy that didn't even play, and that's Peyton Manning. That's going to be the biggest thing to follow this offseason is what do they decide to do in Indianapolis with that pick, Andrew Luck hanging out there, the prospect of Peyton Manning coming back. The Jets are already salivating, ready to throw in the towel on Sanchez and bring in Peyton Manning. My gut tells me, and my gut tells me a lot, obviously, but it's telling me that you're going to end up with two really good quarterbacks in Indianapolis for the next couple of years. I just pray we don't turn this into a Brett Favre thing where Peyton Manning's going somewhere different every year, and we're checking in with him every offseason to see if he wants to come back and play. But hands down, the biggest story was Peyton Manning. Could a guy actually be the most valuable player and prove his value by not playing? I mean, he basically did that this year. Of the quarterbacks who did play, this year was unbelievable. If you take Brady and Breeze and Eli Manning and Aaron Rodgers, these guys were unbelievable. The greatest single quarterback season as a whole that we've ever seen. You've Tom Brady and Drew Brees both eclipsed the mark set by Dan Marino. And guys, it got me thinking, if Dan Marino with Mark Clayton and Mark Duper was playing with these rules and the rules the secondary now plays under, that guy would have thrown for 6,000 yards. Never mind the horrible Nutrisystem commercials. He gets overlooked every time we have the discussion on the great quarterbacks in NFL history. Marino gets overlooked because he didn't win the Super Bowl. You put him in today's system, the guy would throw for 6,000 yards. The other thing we talk about is what about the rookie class of quarterbacks that coming in? Both Cam Newton and Andy Dalton. I was kind of iffy on Cam Newton. I wasn't quite sure that he was going to turn into an NFL quarterback, but the guy was setting records almost every Sunday when he teed it up. And Andy Dalton, man, when's the last time you actually were happy to be a Cincinnati Bengals fan? Throw in Dalton along with A.J. Green. If you can draft a running back this year in Cincinnati, that team is set offensively. I love Jermaine Grisham at the tight end position. They've done a great job. Did we have a couple of quarterbacks that disappointed a little bit? Michael Vick, guy kind of disappeared. We need more out of you. The guys who surprised us, though, what about the Texans still playing with T.J. Yates, right? A fifth-round pick out of North Carolina, right? The only thing I thought that came out of North Carolina was basketball players, but the guy still got him going. He's doing a great job through the playoffs. And what about Alex Smith, all right? Jim Harbaugh is obviously going to be coach of the year this year, taking that San Francisco team and building them up to where they are. Guys, everything this year in the NFL, the season of the 2011 season, everything, every storyline, almost everything we've talked about every week revolved around that quarterback position. Glad to see that we're set for the future with Tebow here, maybe. Back to you guys. Have a good one.
I think Chris really hit it on the head here, Shad. Drew Brees played out of his mind. Even Eli Manning, who didn't quite make 5,000 yards. Are you kidding me? He was like 60-something yards short of 5,000 yards. Tom Brady got his. Matt Stafford got his. Cam Newton.
Yeah, exciting, fun. Can you believe played really well? Andy Dalton having a good year. Mm-hmm. So everybody Chris talked about great, and our own Timmy Tebow making it exciting. So what a fun year in the NFL, and what a fun year for Bronco Planet. Watching all these people on Facebook. If you haven't joined our Facebook, you gotta see the traffic and the action happening on there. All those YouTube watchers. I mean, we won 9 games, Danny. Can you believe it?
No.
I mean, what a year! what a year!
Yeah, no.
And second round of the playoffs. Are you kidding me? So there's a lot to say out there about being proud, about feeling good about a Bronco fan. I think Brian Merrill, one of our great Bronco fans there on Facebook, had an awesome quote there today, and he was talking about this is the third most exciting season that he can remember. The 2 winning Super Bowl seasons and this one, and it was arguably, one of the best ever from an excitement. Nobody thought they could do it.
Yeah, if you're a craver of roller coaster rides, mission accomplished this year because, I was one who was like, the highest highs were awesome, and then, we also had the lowest lows, and it just seemed like we could never really fall anywhere in between there. You're just like, and it was week to week. You lose 3 straight going into the playoffs. We get a win that puts us in. The stress. Oh, good God!
Yes, it was crazy.
It's been absolutely a madhouse. But
All those companies that making the blood pressure medicine in the Denver area went crazy this year.
That's who we're looking to. Yeah, that's who we're looking for sponsorship next year.
But you know what?
That's been our biggest expense.
Yes, and what else has been exciting in this city is just really the buzz around town. Everybody wearing the outfits, and the place was so packed today. And we mentioned earlier, and we forgot to mention it when we were giving out the gifts out there at the CB Potts, but Bill Sports Collectibles.
Awesome.
All these businesses in Denver are doing great, selling the uniforms, the hats, the jerseys, everything. So a great year. You guys were all part of it. But we're going to have a few more shows. We're going to take you through the Super Bowl at least. We'll have some more novelty, little fun songs coming up. Dan may do a dance for us. Who knows what's coming up? But, we're glad that you did, come in here and enjoyed it with us every week. Reggie Rivers, great alumni coming in here.
It's been
and how
awesome
about J.D. Walton, Joe Mays, Spencer Larson,
our punter.
All come in here, join us on the set. So, thanks for being class act, guys. It's, we're a couple of goofballs hanging out in the basement, having a good time talking about our favorite thing, Denver Broncos. And, what a year. Yeah, I mean, am I missing something here, Danny?
Win today, but besides that, no. I mean, it's just been absolutely wonderful. We'll be back here probably within the next week or so with more of a season type of wrap up. We'll even talk a little bit of Super Bowl because honestly, football fans are still football fans, and there's still some teams in here that are interested up that we would like to certainly talk about. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Shad. We've been doing this since August. We're going to probably take a little sabbatical, recharge the old batteries. We definitely need to recharge the batteries in most of all of our cameras and equipment that just got beat to crap this year. Yep. Jumping in a pile of people at a tailgate party at Mile High is certainly a little tough on equipment, but no regrets. Loved every minute of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely fun, and you guys were part of it. That's what makes it fun. This from the beginning's never been about Danny, Shad, Chris, the rest of the crew. It's all been about getting Bronco fans together and talking about what we love talking about. So you know where to catch us. You can catch us at Facebook. You can catch us at YouTube. You can catch us Twitter. Here's the Twitter master right there. Boom, 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 boom.
They call me Thumbs Danny.
And certainly you can catch us at BroncoPlanet.com.
Not because of Twitter.
Too much information.
See you next week.
Bye.